I salute you, fellow vampires. My name is 4am, and in this short guide, I'm gonna try to help you as quick as possible with the Putrid Rat. You either might have never heard of him, or you specifically search for this video, but basically the Putrid Rat is the only V-Blood target which you cannot find via the Blood Altar. It's not traceable, but in this short video I'm gonna show you exactly what you need to do to find him, and of course take him down to get your hands on the rat form, which turns you into a small rat, blend into the environment with sneak form, which is pretty hard to detect by enemies. I'll show you all the preparations that you have to do, so let's get right to it. Okay, so here we are in our base of operations at the Blood Altar. So normally when you track down a V-Blood target, you'll be able to see exactly where they are, see the powers they give you when you take them down, as well as structures and recipes. But with the Putrid Rat, it is a little bit different because it doesn't have a track blood button, but it's actually pretty easy to find out how you can summon him. So what you're gonna have to do first is build a vermin nest. In the production tab, refinement, you'll be able to find this structure, and it's actually pretty cheap to construct. But if you place this one down, you will see different refinement options, and one of them is the Putrid Rat. So basically, if you refine this, the boss will pop up. However, getting your hands on all these materials can be slightly more complicated. We need 4 fish bone, 8 grave dust, and also 1 Twilight Snapper, which I think is the most difficult one to get your hands on. All these materials can be found in the starter area. I think the fish bones even drop off enemies, but I found plenty of them inside the treasure chest, which you find all over the place in Bandit Camps. Then we also have 8 grave dust. For this one, you either want to grind bones at the grinder or visit the Forgotten Cemetery and take down some of these necromancers, because they will frequently drop this item. I think it's definitely the best place to get your hands on them. Then, last but not least, we have the Twilight Snapper, which I thought was pretty tricky to get my hands on, as I couldn't find it anywhere in the starting area, so I decided to just go fishing. For this, of course, you first need to craft a woodworking bench. From there, you'll be able to access the fishing rod, but then you just take this one to the blue areas on the map, and here and there, you will find these little ponds. During the day or during the night, you will find these little fishing schools, and the fishing minigame isn't very complicated. You just cast your rod with the left mouse button and wait for the fish to bite. Don't get distracted by the little sounds they make. Basically, you're gonna wait for a huge splash and then left click once again to hook the fish. After some trial and error, especially during the daytime, because then fishing is quite difficult because you don't have much shadow, I finally managed to get my hands on a Twilight Snapper, which actually popped up during the daytime, even though Twilight does insinuate a little bit that it only pops up during the night. Once you've collected all these items, bring him back to the vermin nest, and this will start summoning the Putrid Rat. Prepare yourself for a little boss fight. This one wasn't too challenging, but I definitely recommend you to prepare a little bit, as this guy can be a little bit tricky. He summons small rats as well, so you're gonna be overcrowded in your base literally. But after you've taken him down, you will unlock the new V-Blood for the Putrid Rat, and of course also the rat form, which turns you into a small rat to blend into the environment, sneak like a little rat, which is pretty hard to detect by enemies. I'm not sure if this one also works for PvP, but I thought it was pretty funny to use. I definitely recommend you to zoom in with the camera, as the minigame becomes pretty interesting. This effect is by no means overpowered, because the enemies will still detect you if you get too close, but you can definitely reach some chests a little bit easier in comparison with your normal form. Alright, so there you have it, the guide for the Putrid Rat, and get your hands on the rat form. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, as it helps out the channel big time. Already very much appreciated. Of course, if you want to join our community Discord, talk more about the game, and stay in the loop with future content, make sure to subscribe, as there is a lot more coming your way. Right now it's 4am out. I want to wish you an awesome day. Till next time. Peace.